Aloha! Welcome back to the Anxiety Coaches Podcast. I'm your host and coach, Gina Ryan, and I'm so happy to be with you again today as we consider the many ways to bring your mind and body back to its natural peace and calm. In today's episode, I'm talking about some affirmations for safety, strength, and peace that really can help if you are struggling with high stress or anxiety. Affirmations are really helpful, and I hope that if you are listening to this today and you are in a place where you can go deep and really maybe close your eyes and do the affirmations almost as a guided meditation, that would be great. But really, this is for just even listening while you are driving. You can say the affirmations out loud if you are alone in your car, or you can say them in your head as we are going along. But feel free to use this in whichever manner is going to suit you best today. Most of us spend our days in thought, right? Often we are lost in thought, and that is not being present. We are caught up in worries about the future, or we are replaying and having regrets about the past. But what if we could gently guide our minds back to safety, back to the present moment? And I know if you are listening to this today that you are okay. You are safe. There may be a lot of things that could be happening in the future, and maybe there were a lot of things that happened to get you to this moment right here, right now. But right now, if you are listening, you're okay. So today we're going to bring our minds back to safety and to the present moment with some grounding affirmations. Last episode, I talked about grounding actual things you could do. And today I want to extend that a little further with some affirmations, words that are designed to soothe your nervous system, to calm your thoughts, and reconnect you to the here and now. And now, if you don't already have a mantra or a prayer that you use regularly, after today's show, you may notice that maybe a particular affirmation that I used really resonated with you. And maybe you would like to coin that and have that be your own personal affirmation that you use. It could be your mantra or your prayer that you use on a regular basis. It's okay to say it over and over again. It can bring you to the present moment and give you relief and soothe your nervous system with that calm thought. We've been discovering new ways of looking at our days with glimmers in episode 1122 with Deb Dana, and ways that we can make small changes to remind ourselves that we are okay, that we are safe and in this present moment. And we can let go a little bit more each time. Things may not be perfect, but they can be okay. I want you to start to feel that, moving away from the poles of everything is perfect or everything is a disaster. Find yourself in that middle gray area where okay is okay. So before we begin, I want to talk about why this kind of a practice of using affirmations matters. When anxiety takes hold, our thoughts are often spiraling or in a loop, a very negative loop, and we're reinforcing stress and overwhelm. And affirmations can help interrupt that cycle. You hear me talk about interrupting the cycle all the time, whether we are interrupting it with our thoughts and with our mind, or if we are interrupting it with our body and making physical changes that can interrupt that cycle, or our breath, right? Affirmations can help to interrupt this spiral or this cycle by offering new, calming messages, ones that gently remind the body and the mind that we are safe, that we are supported, and that it's okay to be in the present moment, because that's all we have. The breath is only happening here in the present moment. And now the more that we can repeat these affirmations, or like I said earlier, maybe you will take one on as your mantra, or maybe you have a prayer that you can say that you are reminded of today with these affirmations, and you can bring that in. The more that we repeat these affirmations, the more that we strengthen these neural pathways that promote calmness and stability, the more that these affirmations will come easily to us. So we repeat them on purpose at first as like almost a to-do, right? Okay, I got to say these. Eventually, the more that we repeat these, the more we strengthen the neural pathways, and these will come automatically. I'm telling you, I picked a mantra probably 30 some odd years ago, and it still just comes to me in a time of need. It just comes automatically. I have even woke up thinking the mantra as if it was happening in my sleep. So feel free to experiment with these affirmations or mantras and see what works for you. Now, this isn't about forcing positivity or denying how we feel or denying that we feel stressed or anxious. No, we want to see that. We want to face it. We want to accept it. And we don't want to force positivity or, again, deny how we're feeling. Instead, we want to think of it as planting seeds, giving ourselves some new ideas, playing with some new ways of thinking. And each repetition is a small act of self-care, helping your nervous system learn safety one breath at a time. So to get the most out of this, I invite you to find a comfortable position, unless you are out walking or maybe you're even at the gym or driving the car, that's fine. But if you want to go deeper, I'm inviting you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Otherwise, just take these in and repeat them in your mind after I say them. And take a breath in and a slow breath out. And again, if you're in a safe space to do so, say these affirmations out loud. If not, simply repeating them in your mind is just as powerful. So let's begin with our grounding affirmations. I am here in this moment, and I am safe. With every breath, I feel more steady and more secure. I am grounded like the roots of a strong tree. I release tension and allow ease to fill my body. The earth supports me, and I am held. I trust that I can handle whatever comes my way. It is safe for me to be present right here, right now. My breath is my anchor, always bringing me home to myself. I am connected to my body, my breath, and this moment. I release what I cannot control and focus on what I can. I am safe, I am supported, and I am enough. I am here in this present moment and I am safe. With every breath, I feel more steady and secure. I am grounded like the roots of a strong tree. I release tension and I allow ease to fill my body. The earth supports me and I am held. I trust that I can handle whatever comes my way. It is safe for me to be present right here, right now. My breath is my anchor, always bringing me home to myself. I am connected to my body, my breath, and this moment. I release what I cannot control and put my focus on what I can. I am safe, I am supported, and I am enough. I'd like you now to take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. That alone is a signal to your mind and body that you are okay. And as we come to finish up our practice for today, I want you to notice, actually spend a moment here to notice how you feel. You don't need to run off to the next thing right now. Just notice how you feel. Maybe there's a little more space in your body. Maybe you feel a little more steadiness in your breath. Did your breath go deeper now? You can return to these affirmations anytime you need to reconnect with yourself. Whether you say them silently in your mind or out loud to strengthen their power, I want you to know you can also write them out in your journal. We all learn differently. Some of us do well to hear things. Some of us do well to see them printed out. So you can write them out. We also strengthen what we write out. Maybe write them in your journal, the ones that you felt were the most significant to you. We can reconnect with these and we can use them, and they will come to you eventually, whether you are thinking about them or not. It will be a reminder almost of yourself, reminding yourself, you got this. You're safe. You're supported. You are enough. I really want to thank you for taking time to be listening and taking this time to support yourself in making the changes that can help your nervous system to begin to calm down enough to be able to get yourself out of the cycle that comes when we are not in the present moment, when we are running on empty, when we are going too fast. You taking this little bit of time for yourself to say these affirmations, whether you said them out loud or in your mind, or whether you write them out, You are taking time to care for yourself. Your mind and body will notice this. And I thank you for spending time with me, for us being able to ground together here today. And now, until next time, I hope you will be gentle with yourself and remember that you are always supported. Let us know how you are doing. Send an email, anxietycoachespodcast@gmail.com. And now for today's quote. The autonomic nervous system takes in experiences moment by moment and creates a story of safety or danger. We can reshape that story by sending new messages of safety and connection. And that's from Deb Dana. I'll be back in a few more days with another podcast. Until then, be well and aloha.